I'm Crafty Whippet from Craft and Chat. On the other side of the camera is
Crafty Alice
from Craft and Chat. I want to show you today just some very quick and easy packs. We go to the Glasgow Hospice and we do voluntary crafting with the patients, and we like to make up packs in preparation. These are ones that had been made up, and I'd like to show you what we do from scratch with some of the patients. They have a pack like this and usually have something fairly simple, because sometimes we have a few people and sometimes we have just one or two. We don't mind which. Craft and Chat is what it's all about. And all we're going to do is
assemble it.
Assemble it, yeah.
Yes, and Ruth very cleverly prepared one earlier,
which Alice very kindly stuck back down for me, saying yes, it will be fine and it won't stick in the pack at all. So it just goes to show don't listen to what if Partner in Craft says. Right, I'm also going to show you a very quick way to edge something. This, as you will see, is not straight. Some of you might think it is, but it's not. And you just plonk that down anywhere. I'm going to put that to the side.
Is this Tatty Teddy?
That's Tatty. That's one of my favourite ones.
Isn't he nice?
He's lovely.
He's got on a what? A lamb soup. Soup? A lamb suit.
A lamb suit.
Maybe I'm thinking of food. Food.
Your eye is on food again. You've had your dinner, so you're not having any more food for today, so it's quite alright. As we keep going, I will not be deterred. We leave any mistakes, because forever. Again, you will see that is not straight. But I'm now going to, very carefully, I've been instructed not to clatter this over. I don't usually clatter things, but I will just bring it very shh.
What a lovely new trimmer you've got.
Wasn't that
so
quiet?
Quietly brought
Yes.
over.
The last time I dropped it. Might squeak because it's new. Because it's like that, I'm just going to take it right up to the edge of the Tatty Teddy paper, keeping your fingers reasonably far back, and it will give you...
Let me see if it's a nice little edge that it gives.
It does, it gives a very good edge. And you just go around the 4 pieces. If you take it right to... And it is easy, that's why I'm standing up, it's easier to look down on it. Looking down on the card, which is just any trimmer you can get that has got this edge on it is... I know you can buy all sorts of other things and people have got a keen eye as well, but that is one. I'll come back to that one in a second. Now bringing the...
That gives a nice even border, doesn't it?
It does. And when people like my friend show things close up in camera and say, that's good, isn't it? You just say, I hope that worked and I got it straight. But it's also quite quick. And I'm not going to say anything till the last side is done, because...
Well, I'm going to examine it minutely and see how good it is.
It's, that side might be a fraction as I eyeball it. I just want that to there. We love working with the patients and they enjoy. I'm going to, now you'll be glad to know, very quietly move the trimmer. Oh, I dropped it.
Dear.
What a shame.
Off the table.
No, it's not. I got it back on the table. Coming back to where we were. These are all things that are easy managed for all ages and all capabilities. And we then just put some sticky pads onto...
This just layers it up
there.
Quite quickly and simply, and the patients like placing these themselves.
Well, it's something that they love to contribute to, and the aim of doing the cards with the other people is to let them have as much input as they possibly can, and they really get such pleasure out of saying, I made that, and their families so appreciate it. At the moment, the hospice we go to in Carlton Place
in
Glasgow is going to be moving premises. Just going to tell you this while I'm doing this exciting part. And they're moving to a place called Bellahouston Park, which is still within Glasgow, and they're building a brand new hospice. And at the end, after showing you the card and packaging it back up, I'll show you a picture of what the new hospice is going to look like. And also, there are little boxes that most of us are collecting for pennies, 2 pences, just to add them all up. It's called the Brick by Brick Appeal. And all these add up to help with the fundraising. It is supposed to be opening, all the planning is, it will be opening in 2016.
I think so.
Right? Once I have this done, I'm then going to put that in the centre of this one. And then all I have to do is add some double-sided tape. For those of you who might ask, where do you get tape as broad as that? If you have a dollar store or a pound store and go to the DIY section, you will find it there. And interesting enough, this one has just come to the end of its life, so fortunately I have other tape on hand, not to be stuck. You see, crafttyalice thought I was going to be caught out there, but you see, here's a roll I made earlier.
You're always organised.
Well, organised with a whole tub of stuff beside me, but it's narrower tape.
You'll do just fine.
And even just lifting the tape off and the movement of pulling the tape is just something that is so special, and we love working with the people who are at the hospice just now. We just enjoy that so much. All you have to then do is take the card,
making sure it's the right way up,
and the envelope,
which is what we always say to the patients.
And I'm going to not be daft and put that down. We'll put that down because I see a little.
What's lurking in there?
It's a little bit I don't like.
Oh, not been trimmed.
No, not been trimmed. You then put that on the front.
And you'll see how straightforward these cards are.
And they're very, very pretty. The Tatty Teddy pictures and the Easter ones in particular are really, really nice. I shall hold that one up for you. Just down like that.
And it says from me to you on his foot.
Yeah.
Tatty Teddy.
These are the other ones that have been made, and this is the new hospice. That will then go in its envelope. And sorry, I'll go back to do this. This will now go in a presentation pack, and if any of the extra ones don't get sold, don't get taken with the patients, they go to another charity, which is up in Pitlochry in north of Scotland. So this is the new hospice, and this is the leaflet that goes with it. And the box that we're using just now is because it's a brick by brick appeal for pennies and coppers and just things to go in. And
we had fun assembling the boxes too.
Yes, they were different from the last ones. They all said, oh, it's very hard to assemble. And I thought, well, we're crafters, we should be able to assemble them. The original box, which I hope Alice doesn't drop.
Because it's got pennies in it.
It's got pennies in it, this one. This was the first one. It's going back soon. This is the second one. And we very much support the work of Glasgow Hospice, and also for myself, the children's hospices in Scotland. So these are cards that we help with the patients. Hope you've enjoyed seeing them being assembled. And I think the Tatty Teds look very pretty.
They do indeed.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
We always make some extra cards when we're working with the hospice, and these ones are going to a place in Pitlochry, the Athol Centre. They are fundraising for a ramp, and it is used as conference for a Deaf Focus, which is a place in East Kilbride that I go to, and it also is a ramp for people who are deaf and disabled, or any other people who go to the conference who are disabled, and all the charities benefit.